What's going on, guys? Jonah from Jonah Outdoors, and today I'm gonna show you one of our oldest farm equipment. It is from the 1800s, and they used to pull it behind a horse. I'll give you about 5 or 10 seconds to guess. Alright, if you guys haven't took the time to guess or just really don't care, it is a corn planter. And I'm going to be showing you how it works, what it does, and just sorts of stuff like that. It's up in our shed because we currently had it out. We planted 1.5 acres with it, me and my dad did, just to have some fun. Turn the lights on. Behind the Super C here. Currently working on it, the carburetor and stuff like that, but that's a different story. Here we go, folks. So if you read the hood, this is before John Deere. This is Moline John Deere. So this was actually before John Deere. And just like your big tractors, your seed goes in these little containers here. See, corn. And this, you can hook it behind a tractor, or you can hook it up behind horses. We had it hooked up to our Oliver 88, but I'm not going to be sitting on it because I don't want it to tip back, because it will tip back. But okay, so you'll sit up on the seat like this. See this lever here? That's for your foot. You'll push that in. You'll pull these back and you'll push it forward. What that does from there is it lowers these. Your seed comes from back here, shoots out, and that's where it starts planting. Same for that side. And when you get done with your rows, this lever will be flipped up. You push that down, pull this back instead of forward to pull it up. You clank it till you can't clank anymore, and then that loads it up. But what these levers are is when you got your big equipment, you can type it in how deep you want the rows. This is how deep. This is not very deep to, my opinion, way too deep. We plant on the level 2 when we use this. Level 2 here. And these gears, we have to see how they're nice and oily. You oil them so then they spin right, and then that's what makes this spin, which spins your front tires, pull by your tractor. And then me and my grandpa were looking at this. This was back in the day, if I'm right, you used to put wire on this to spin it to get the rows as straight as possible, because you would have belly cultivators that hooked up underneath here, and those rows had to be perfectly straight, so then your belly cultivator could go through those rows and you wouldn't knock over your beans or corn or whatever you were planting. But this, I believe, is from the 1800s, if I'm not wrong. But not a lot of people have them now because everybody's into welding, and they just use it for scrap welding and get a lot of money for it. But little do they know that these things do almost take more time, but they almost do better than a better corn planter does. And they just take regular old seed. We use Pioneer, but some people use Bex and all kinds of seed, but we just use Pioneer. And then I'm not really sure. I think this is more for this leveling out. This, if you set this right here, It sits like this, and when your tires spin, it cleans the mud off. We're missing a side, so we didn't get to use that. We have some missing pieces, but this thing is good shape for how old it is. But yeah, it just spins, sets up kind of like that. So when the tires spin, it just cleans them off. Just spins, sets it up in the front. But yeah, this is one of our oldest farm equipment, and it is a corn planter. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. And I remind you to stay outdoors.